First of all, I'm proud to see that you have all decided to remain. Though this mission is a raw deal, I'm pleased you have chosen to join in. As you know, we have been sending all our war resources into space, using every ship capable of escaping Earth's atmosphere. This vessel is the last of them. The last HLV is preparing to take off. Our mission is to hold off the enemy attempting to stop the launch, and buy enough time for the HLV to reach the safety of outer space. In order to do so, the formation of a defense line to hold off the enemy isn't enough. This measure alone won't prevent the enemy from advancing. We must also disrupt their communication system. This has proven to be the most effective tactic in our previous battles with the Federation. This, of course, means less units fighting on the defense line, which makes it a bit risky. But I know we are the only ones who can carry out this mission. After we see our comrades off, I expect you to make it through alive, so we may all gather together again. Victory to Zeon! Those words I shall use as a prayer for the future of all space noids. Hail Zeon!
Matt, you've remained too.
Hey, I've already told you I'm still alive because I've been serving under you, right? I'm not about to leave here and risk taking orders from some bonehead.
Oh, well, the most important thing is to keep the enemy away from the HLV until it takes off. We can't give them a chance to attack. We'll have to crush the enemy before they get close enough to shoot the HLV. I know it's easier said than done.
No worries, Lieutenant. I'm sure just our little group can keep the enemy at bay long enough. The Feddies are gonna regret this. The only thing you need to worry about is keeping us grunts in line. That's what being a good leader is all about. As for the plan, we should pick guys who've got enough mobility for the team to destroy the enemy's command center. The enemy outnumbers us and we'll use it to their advantage. You don't have to worry. We'll send that sucker into space. Oh man, you stuck around too?
Of course I did! I couldn't let you be the only one to risk your life, old man. Besides, if I did leave, I'd have to train myself to get used to space warfare all over again. That's why I decided to remain on Earth.
Well, you sound like a real soldier, kid.
Considering I'm not much older than a preschooler.
He sure taught you a lesson, huh, Matt?
The more people we have to guard the vessel, the better. I gave my ID tag to a friend who's a passenger on the HLV. But that doesn't mean I intend to lose my life out here. I gave it to that friend of mine as a lucky charm to make sure we live through this war. So let's all do our best.
Looks like the enemy is attacking the missile base. We were relying on that base for backup, but that's not possible now.
If anyone's sticking around, it'll be me. I know it'll be difficult to protect the base to the very end, but I'm sure we'll find a way. In any case, this time I refuse to follow any orders that could easily turn my comrades into casualties.
There really wasn't any choice. I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said we're the only ones who can hold the fort. We must figure out a way to slow down the enemy if this mission is going to be a success. Pay special attention to enemy mobile suits that seem to have greater agility and firepower. In any event, I'll just focus on carrying out the mission given to me.
It's only been 9 months since our forces landed on Earth, but it feels like we've been fighting this war for years. By the way, about Lieutenant Renchef, he seems a bit too belligerent. I think once he's out there fighting, he won't back down from anything. I feel that his personality may have been partly responsible for the annihilation of the soldiers in his unit. Of course, we need people like Lieutenant Renchef to win this war. His personality is essential for a soldier.
We can still fight! Let's show him some Zeon spirit!
I am the tech chief of this unit. If the unit decides to remain, then count me in too. All your equipment's been fully maintained. I am worried about future operations though. Looks like we won't be resupplied from now on.
It's a war no matter where we go, right? But I'd rather stick with the people I already know. Though I'm not sure how much longer I can keep your machines in working order.
Don't let the enemy get any closer until the HLV takes off. Got that?
Roger.
Enemy command plane taken out. Without their communication system, enemy troops are in complete disarray.
Good. All units, get ready to...
Wait a minute. Intense heat source approaching. It's fast, but it can't be. No mistake about it. It's Gundam!
What?
Sorry I kept you waiting. It's payback time.
The enemy troops who were in complete disarray are reorganizing themselves. This time, it's our own defense unit that's starting to run around in a panic.
This is only one mobile suit. It's unbelievable how powerful it is. All units, we're destroying Gundam.
Roger.
This is the mobile suit I've been waiting for. It combines Gundam's mobility. Doesn't matter. What's going on? I don't like this. This feels... What's wrong? Move! Move! I didn't expect it would end like this. That emblem. You mean it's the guy from that day? No. It can't be. During that battle, I remember sending a missile straight into his cockpit. You guys are really persistent, you Zeon scum.
Gundam isn't moving at all. Enemy troops now retreating.
All troops, go to alert status 2. We were successful in sending off the last HLV into space without any disruptions from the enemy. The focus of the war would now shift from Earth to outer space. However, this was by no means an end to the battles on Earth. As long as our comrades remained here, we would fight. Our supplies might diminish and our enemy's siege might escalate with each passing day. Even so, we would endure to the end. We would never give up. Not until the day our comrades up in space return once again to Earth.
My brave and loyal Zeon soldiers, I'm pleased to report that the solar ray has reduced half the Federation forces to stardust. This brilliant light is proof that Zeon's justice is served. With the massive damage incurred, any battle strength the Federation forces may have left will be of no consequence. In other words, what remains of them is little more than debris. It is with confidence that I hereby declare it impossible for this weak host of enemies to force its way past Abao Aku. There is no other way for mankind to last forever except by living under the direct control of we, the chosen superior race of Zeon. If this war drags on, it will pose a serious threat to all of mankind. We must teach those slow-witted people of the Earth Federation a lesson they will always remember. The time is now! This is the hour for mankind to stand up for the future that awaits us! Hail, Zeon!
Commander, just got word that our allies need reinforcements. What'll we do?
We won't abandon any allies in danger.
I understand. I'll get everyone together.
Good idea. The last Fang. At ease. We received a message from some allies requesting assistance. Judging by the fact that the recurring message isn't coded, we can assume the situation is desperate. There's no intelligence on the enemy's battle strength or on their current deployment, but we must provide support for our allies as soon as possible. We will advance toward the source of the signal and wipe out enemy troops in the vicinity. Depending on the severity of the situation, we may cut our way through the enemy and escort our allies as we retreat. Once we rescue them, we can link up with our allied forces in this area. All units, make sure to equip yourselves with plenty of gear before we move out. Over.
It took so long to locate our allies. We must find a way to save them. It's hard to devise a strategy, though, when all we have is the source of their signal. We have no idea what's out there, which means we should avoid any open areas. That's about all I can say for now.
We made it this far by marauding the Fetty supply bases and supply troops. But camping out in the desert is taking its toll. I hope we can link up with the Allied base pretty soon.
I'm itching to leave. The way things are going, we have to hurry. But we don't know how many enemies are out there. We gotta move carefully, but quickly, too.
Ensign Nikki, starting to take charge, are you?
Of course. I'm no longer excess baggage anymore, old man.
Trust me, I won't let anyone call you excess baggage.
Oh, really? I believe it was Matt who's been calling you that up until this moment. Right, Matt?
You got me there.
I'm ready to go anytime. Let's hurry.
Looks like the situation in this area has changed dramatically since I was last here. I thought I could advise you, but sorry, I can't be any help.
We must rescue our allies in danger. Besides, any information they could provide about the enemy in this area would be helpful.
It'll be good for us to link up with our allies. It's been hard enough with so few supplies. But it'll be even harder if we can't maintain our machines properly.
The situation sounds quite desperate. I hope the Allied troops are safe for the moment.
Our Allied troops sound like they're in a panic. The place must be swarming with enemies. Who cares? I'll give them a whooping.
Your machines are prepped well enough to endure a tough battle. That's about all I can say for the time being. I'd like the chance to do a brief overhaul at a fully equipped facility, but
We didn't have enough time to load enough supplies and equipment when we left California. To make matters worse, we have no gear for desert combat. Sure, those war spoils from the enemy supply base are useful as makeshift parts, but it's getting harder to maintain them. I don't know about this. I almost wish I'd gone up to space when I had the chance.
All units, move out!
Our allies are repeating their transmission. We must hurry.
Number 11 supply unit here. We've been besieged by the enemy and we're helpless. Reinforcements requested. Reinforcements! Somebody, please respond!
Sorry we're late. You'll be all right now. Don't worry.
Good. Reinforcements. We're saved.
I'm ejecting.
Lost transmission with the Lee unit.
Enemy retreat confirmed. We won!
Good. All units, we're clearing this area.
Commander, wait a moment, please. I'm receiving a transmission on all channels. I'll patch it through.
Attention all Zeon officers and soldiers. I am Prime Minister Darcia Bakarov. Supreme Commander Giran Zabi, along with Rear Admiral Kasilia Zabi, have lost their lives in battle. Therefore, Abawaku has surrendered. At present, the Republic of Zeon and the Earth Federation government have agreed to a ceasefire. Our battle has come to an end. I beseech you, officers and soldiers, as the national sovereign, I have proper authority to give the order. All forces, immediately suspend hostilities and lay down your weapons. I repeat, immediately suspend hostilities and lay down your weapons. The war is over.
We arrived safely at the command headquarters while escorting the Allied troops we had rescued. The Prime Minister's ceasefire announcement was being broadcast repeatedly even now. The actions of the Federation forces and other factors indicated that the agreed-upon ceasefire was indeed genuine. The Principality of Zeon had been defeated. For our nation, for justice, and for the protection of our loved ones, defending the Zeon flag, our soldiers were pitted against a formidable enemy. Each came from a different background, and each fought for a different personal reason, and many lost their lives. The Principality of Zeon was defeated. However, as long as there are comrades who continue to fight for their beliefs, kindled by their love for those on the home front, our own battle will likely never end.